I can't see a damn thing. This is no bueno. Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know this is a little change of scenery. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about what I kind of eat throughout the week, certain meals that I have on repeat, I literally cannot stop eating, that are high protein and that are great if you're trying to be in a calorie deficit. This does change all the time. Obviously, don't base your numbers off of my numbers, or just focus on what yours is and try and make the same meals by adding a little more of what I added or a little less. Disclaiming that what my numbers are might not work for you. As you guys know, starting a fitness journey or any kind of journey, it all really starts with what you're eating in the kitchen, and honestly helps with your mood and everything else like that, which is the main reason why I started my journey. And if you know me, you know that it had everything to do with my mental health. Food is the most important. It's what you're fueling your body with, it's what you're going to the gym with, it's what's gonna get you your most progress at the end of the day. So just be mindful of that, and don't just go to the gym to go to the gym. Have every intention of putting most of what you're doing in the kitchen. There's so many things you can make on a sheet pan and leave it and forget about it. So just be mindful of that. Things don't have to be so hard and so complex. And I have my little notes here. You guys know me, I'm a notebook fanatic. I need to have things written down. I'm so old school that way. So if I'm referring to that, one thing that I have that never ever changes is my coffee in the morning. I do use my Silver coffee, the vanilla one. This is a little high in calories, so I only try and put a tablespoon. It's honestly so good, and it's something that I have every morning. I don't even track it anymore. I was eating Shreddy cereal. This is like the easiest, quickest, yummiest, I don't know, breakfast, the fastest too. And it's just like, I hate a breakfast that takes too long. When I'm hungry in the morning, which I'm normally not first thing, but when I do get hungry, my favorite thing is to just have it made fast. I don't like to wait. I don't want to take forever. I usually measured 1 cup of the Shreddy's cereal with 1 cup of my Fairlife milk. I've talked about this milk so many times. This is the best milk ever. It has way more protein, way more vitamins, and it's lactose free, which means I don't have to use the washroom every 5 minutes, and it's great. Another thing I like for breakfast options is my oatmeal. My oatmeal is my everything, and I prefer it specifically with vanilla protein powder. I just ordered it, so you know I'm eating that instead. In that clip, I used the PBL Gold series. This is the cookies and cream one. I like this because it has 24 grams of protein, 15 grams of BCAAs and EAs and glutamines, which are great for recovering your muscles, and it has no added sugar. So this is what I used in that clip, which is so good for you. However, I do prefer the All Max vanilla protein. I just like the way it tastes a little bit better. The 1 serving size is 1/3 of a cup. I put that with some water in the microwave. Comes out a little bit of milk, and the key for this is you need to let it sit. You cannot put that protein powder when the oatmeal is piping hot. Trust me on this, it will become so grainy and disgusting, you're not going to want to eat it. Your protein has to go in when it's like a little bit cooled down. It can still be warm, it just can, the bowl should not be hot to touch it. And once you stir it in, it becomes this creamy, delicious, beautiful thing. And it helps because when you use a protein powder, you don't even need to add any other things to it. It's just like already flavored. You can add a little bit of maple syrup, which I do, sometimes cinnamon, but there's really nothing needed to be added. And then I usually just top it with some fruit. For my breakfast sandwich, this is probably the highest in protein. I usually take the Blue Menu English muffins and put those in the toaster. I then take, or Michael usually makes it, are the sausage rounds. They just come in the butcher's section of your grocery store, and we just buy them in a package and fry those up. Put a little bit of cream cheese on the English muffin, put the sausage round, add a tomato, you can add a slice of cheese, and an egg, obviously. If you're craving McDonald's, just make that. You just saved on money, time, less calories, and you hit your protein goal. I call it a breakfast sandwich, but usually, sometimes I'll have it for lunch if I have my Shreddies beforehand. So it's kind of like a brunch meal where you can have it either or. Let's talk about lunch. So one of my favorite things for lunch is the tuna bagels, Blue Menu bagels. These are lower in calorie automatically. The Blue Menu is like a cleaner form of eating that PC has come out with. I talked about it as well. I love all their products. It feels like you're eating a bagel. It's just lower in calories and they taste amazing. So I have one of those. All I do is take my can of tuna. If you have the smaller ones, that's 1 portion. If I have the bigger ones, you can divide the recipe in half. Either or, if you have half of the big one or the smaller one, it's the same amount of calories. And then I take 1 tablespoon of light mayo and I put salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of relish, which is like 5 calories, really not worth counting. And or you can cut up pickles, I don't know, whatever you prefer. I think it just adds a little bit of crunch in there that you desperately need. It tastes so good. Mix that all together and I put that on a bagel, and that's my lunch. If I'm feeling fancy, I will cut up pieces of cucumber and put it on top because I love a crunch. I'm a texture queen. Another one of my favorites is more for dinner. Protein pasta with tuna. So the protein pasta are the chickpea ones. You can get those at Costco or at your local, usually like a Fortino's Metro type of place. It is so high in protein and you have so much of it, not gonna lie. Like when I make protein pasta, I'm always like, I'm gonna be so full because the portions seems so crazy. And that already I think has 23 grams of protein on the pasta alone. So if you add tuna to that, you're like at 45 grams of protein or something like that. Like that is the easiest way to hit my protein. Another thing I'm obsessed with is salmon. I love a good salmon, especially when it's made in the air fryer, and especially when it's teriyaki salmon. I honestly, that's it. That's the best thing ever. Teriyaki salmon with rice and a vegetable. I think in the clip I did not show you the vegetable, but I normally have it with like a broccoli, so I could use that teriyaki marinade on it, so it still tastes extra delicious. For snacks, I always have rice cakes with peanut butter and banana. It's also just staple for me. Smart Sweets, you know, those little bags that have 3 grams of sugar, 120 calories. If you like candy yogurt, this is my favorite yogurt. It is called the Too Good Danone, 2 grams of sugar only and 8 grams of protein in this little thing. Sometimes I wish I lived in the States because I've seen so many people posting about this 23-gram pudding in that little cup. Like, are you kidding? I would die. My favorite are protein chips by Quest. I do really like them. Listen, there's not gonna be a crazy amount in the bag. The texture is gonna be a little weird. My favorite one is the chili lime because it's the most, it's giving Doritos on a budget. And they usually have 18 to 20 grams of protein per bag, and they're the little small bags too. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna make so many more because, like I said, my taste buds are changing. I'll probably do another one, maybe more vlog style, since I love making those, and just thought this would be more quick, to the point, so you can actually see what's happening as it's happening. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. Let's kiki again. Oh, I know people are gonna ask. This shirt is from Alphalete, and same with these shorts. These are like the longer version, but I've kind of shortened them to help my gusset. If you know, you know. Okay, love you.